Welcome, friends. We have another Showmatch event tonight. Our first show match is going to be a B rank best of 3 between ArmadA and Art of Turtle. All the matches should be taking place on a map called Tear of Goddess by Bo3, a Korean map maker. The map has been accepted into the current STPL League. I believe it's season 4. Big shout out to Kix for featuring new maps. Okay, top left we have Art of Turtle as Zerg. Bottom left we have ArmadA playing Protoss. See if this is going to be a standard game. Looks like Protoss is going to try to expand.
And by the looks of it, the Zerg will be going for an overpull.
Spawning pool is down.
Good evening, Pato. However you pronounce your name.
Nexus after the Forge. And a shout out to Pato or Pato, which means duck. And is commonly used for people named Patrick.
Alright, so I think we should I'm pretty sure we would be expecting Coursers and like DTs from the Protoss, right? With the Forge first.
Let's see if you're right, my friend. So far, so good.
Yeah, no real hiccups here. All pretty smooth as of now.
Well, that's not good.
There's a good running though. The running could make up for it, but oh, he's just gone for the trigger. Oh, he's gonna save the Overlord by doing that, and now he's gonna get some probes.
I think that was worth it.
Absolutely. You see, saving the Overlord will save, like, really just help the Zerg, and, like, cutting off, like, the probes off mining is also really good. This is a huge win for Zerg. It's not like a huge win, but, you know, it's definitely a victory for the Zerg in this, battle.
I think it would have sucked to lose that Overlord for sure.
Yeah, that Overlord was pretty important. You don't want to be behind on Overlord counts. Because, like, it's hard to get those Overlords back up. They cost a lot, and being behind is never good in terms of macro. Getting a cannon now. You can't find windows, too much Protoss.
Those aren't terrible trades that Zerg is making.
Yeah. Pretty smart trades here. Not going too far, but just getting enough damage, really. And I don't see any Stargates either, so if he doesn't have any Stargates, those are... Well, he does have cannons, so the cannons could help against the mutas, but the Corsairs are really what pushes the mutas back in this game. But he does have some time, as there's not many mutas as of now.
Forced quite a few cannons. And you just wonder if it would have been better for Protoss to make Corsairs with the minerals. And there's a cost in terms of the gas. But
yeah, absolutely.
You would have at least offensive units.
Not to mention, killing some of those Overlords would be really good if they caught us. Like, definitely put the Zerg behind if you have the chance to do it.
Protoss feels like it's on the defensive.
Yeah, not much going on in Protoss. Just mainly staying back in his base and just waiting for the Zerg to approach him. Zerg's making a fair bit of hatcheries as well. Well, how many hatcheries is that? Like 6 hatcheries though. Pretty good, pretty average here.
Yeah, drone count isn't bad.
37, not bad.
Given how defensive Protoss has been, Zerg could have made some more drones, maybe even expanded somewhere else. But
yeah,
playing it safe, I think. And Protoss has a good Dragoon count. At this point, I think the Zealots are going to be pumped out. As long as there isn't a supply block, his army should blossom in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe the same thing with Zerg, though it's going to take a little while for the Hydralisk to get their upgrades.
True, because of the meters.
Not a huge supply difference, though.
Pretty good for Zerg, considering how usually far behind they are in terms of supply.
Oh, that's just bad luck for that DT. It just came out at the worst time.
Yeah, that's just bad timing.
But it didn't stand a chance. I mean, there's detection everywhere.
Yeah, no Corsairs either. Again, it would have been really nice if the Corsairs would be out, because it would help the UTT. How many high templates does this guy have?
I believe 2.
I think they can hold against the Hydra.
1 storm each at least.
Yeah, that's gonna be damaging.
Not the greatest storms. Be a shame to lose this forge.
Not really targeting the building.
It's a little awkward space for Protoss to be maneuvering around.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem in this kind of in this stage of the game, where the game is contained, they just don't have much room, and especially how big their units are, especially like Dragoon.
Right. It wasn't the best unit management from Protoss, but it wasn't a big deal.
At least he holded it. So yeah.
I mean, this whole time Zerg is free to roam the map and feel like it's in control, which could work in Protoss's favor by making Zerg feel psychologically comfortable and, you know, dominating the game. But if Protoss is able to macro hard and then bust out of his base and head towards Zerg with a huge army,
It's usually GG at that point, really. For Zerg, mostly. Pretty hard for Zerg to defend against that, because it's very, very pushy, you could say. Oh no. Zerg's got lurkers now. That's never a good sign for Protoss.
solid storm. The Hydralisk didn't even move out.
Yeah.
He could ignore all these lurkers and just travel up to the left side.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And I'm pretty sure Art is aware of this, so he's going that way. To try and make sure Protoss stays contained. But then again, the storms are still a problem with the Hydras. See, I think the Protoss is going to box out this. And that will be no good at all.
0-1 upgrades for Zerg. 1 to 2 upgrades for Protoss. I think Zerg needs to be very careful not to throw away units. I understand he's trying to stop Protoss's advance, but
Can't really stop him much. It's too big. I also
yeah,
don't
and strong
really know
upgrades.
Yeah, I don't really know what would be the best option for Zerg at this point. I guess just stay at the base and just let the Hydra count increase rather than just throwing it all out the force. But I don't really know. It's kind of hard to do. You know what to do in this situation. I think this is out for Zerg. I don't think he can really continue at this point. He has like half down supply. for ravaging these buildings at this point.
Right.
Yeah. GG should be counting count soon.
More units are arriving. There it is.
There he goes. GG.
Game 1 goes to Armada. I mean, given the amount of time it took Protoss to come out of his base and attack, I'm not sure what Zerg could have done differently. Drone up, maybe expand a little earlier.
Yeah, like it's
The
pretty hard.
Mutalisk didn't seem to pay off much.
Yeah.
Round 2 on Tier of Goddess, mapped by a Korean mapper by the name of Go Somi. Bottom right, Art of Turtle playing Zerg. With that screen name, you'd think it's a Terran player. Bottom left, Armada.
Is that a 10 player? Pretty sure it's just off racing, I believe.
Let's get a look at this map. And it looks like we're seeing the same fast expansion build from Protoss. Would you play a game on this map?
I would, but I wouldn't be particularly good at it. I don't think. Like, these maps are sort of weird to me. As in, like, the curve of, like, the map, you know?
It seems somewhat comfortable, simple.
Yeah.
The third, if this is considered the third, I mean, this
I would consider it the third, like...
it might be better to grab an expansion for Zerg at least over here.
Depends what build he's doing, really. Is he gonna... No. He's gonna... I think he was gonna try and do gas steal, but I don't think he was paying much attention to it. Or he could have just been near the gas, coincidentally. I hate when that happens, where the Zergling just goes AFK. Like one of the Zerglings just like stop moving. Really annoying.
Right.
Alright, so by the looks of it, he could be going for more of a turtle build for Zerg. Like rather than going for Hydras, he'll probably be going for fast lair and like early speed for Zerglings and like Scourge instead for the Corsairs rather than Hydras. And we'll probably get Hydras later on. Maybe.
I like to see a macro game. But Zerg has invested in quite a few Zerglings here. Okay, so the Hydralisk Den is going to finish up.
Alright, so we're seeing Hydras be average here. All good.
Hey, you're muted. I don't hear your voice on the chat or on the Twitch.
OX?
Welcome, co-casters. Do feel free to hop into our Discord Opencast channel. I have shared my screen and you're welcome to co-cast with us. Our voices are not muted. We were just not talking and really taking in the beauty of the Brood War game.
Yeah, gotcha. Sorry about that.
Let the people hear your beautiful voice, Miros. So this map is made by Bo3, a Korean map maker who is a colleague of one of the casters who has joined us right now by the name of Minerals. Minerals, anything you like to say about this particular map, Tier of Goddess?
Map is more or less an updated version of Luna. Bringing some more standard things into play, like just so you can like properly wall and whatnot. I think that the map was just chosen for the CPL league that's about to start soon. I think it's gonna have some good games on it. I've only seen a few games on it, but it looks pretty solid from what I have seen. I know that ArmadA is a pretty solid player as well, and so is Turtle. It's gonna be a good match.
Thanks for your commentary. This map is featured in STPL Season 4, along with your maps and some others by Bo3.
So you see ArmadA going for a pretty Dragoon heavy build right here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm a fan of heavy Dragoon play versus Zerg, but sometimes it can just like really roll heavy one way or the other. Zerg coming out looking like he's going to be pushing on the Protoss.
Yeah.
Dragoons
Against
are
certain...
the Dragoons are in a good position, getting some good shots off with their range. Be really close right here. Not sure if Zerg's actually going to be able to break. We're not seeing any reinforcements come across the map.
Yeah.
We're just going down. Armor is going to be canceled. Some Dark Templars coming out, but I believe there's an Overlord over site already. They're not going to push him back. Looks like Zerg's really looking to power up here. Running full on 3 bases, extending, taking his 4th on the top right main. Protoss is contained right now, and I have a hard time getting out. We see Dark Archon was named. Can you hear that in the TV?
What a cool unit.
Hopefully we'll see some cool Maelstrom hit against the Zerg. It'll be pretty cool. Oh,
The Invisible Man.
Dark Templar running across the map. Checking for a third. He will end up finding the third in the natural above. Do we have lurkers containing Protoss right now?
no, not that I believe.
Not yet. And Hive coming up for Zerg. Dark Templar hitting the natural, taking 1, 2, 3. He spots it, deciding to attack with his drones. Is he getting caught up? The drones are gonna be able to
That's
push
true,
it back.
It's couldn't, yeah, push it back really. Has to chase the DT with his Overlord before he gets more.
Oh, and he doesn't get. Oh,
There's 1,
oh my gosh.
2, 3. There we go.
Got his money's worth.
Yeah.
That was a nice play with the drones. Protoss looking like he might be able to push out here soon. Got quite a few storms. Storms probably done. Not seeing any observers, but lurkers are not out yet. Hive should be finishing soon. Probably pushing for Tyler play. Protoss easily going to be able to push out against the ellipse.
I think this might be the beginning of the end, possibly.
For which side?
For the Zerg. Could be another push out for it like the last game.
Yeah.
These Templars have a lot of storms.
Then again,
There's a lot of lurkers in the main natural. Haven't seen any observers come up yet.
ooh, that means Protoss will have to wait.
Zerg right now isn't looking to be offensive at all. They want to play defense, get the drone count back up, just start massing units. We see tons of pre-colonies, sunk-ins, and lurkers coming into the second natural. Not tons of units to defend against this. Protoss might be able to break through this. Zerg needs to pull his units from his other base up there to defend this, or otherwise Protoss is going to break through.
But I don't see the Zerg pulling it.
Start observers and the lurkers go down.
No. This is not good for Zerg right now.
He might be able to defend this. Maybe he's looking for observers. Sees that none are there. He's gonna drop these lurkers and realize that there are no observers around. And Protoss is gonna basically probably suicide this army, but what kind of damage he can be able to do?
I think the Zerg could go down. Yeah, it's probably gonna go down.
He's gonna target fire. No, he's not gonna target fire. He's gonna run and try to do more damage in the fourth base. 4 Sunken's about to finish here.
I think we can get that one, but I think it's too much Zerg at the moment. Oh, it's just still the drone though. That's just gonna be a lot.
Oh, nice Maelstrom on those 2 lurkers. You know about
yeah.
Hit in the Sunken. Probably should have just drained the drone count. But nonetheless, Protoss didn't just expand behind him. What's going on at Protoss' third? Is there a Zerlin there, or is a Dark Archon goes down?
Armada was probably like, oh my god, I had 6 or 7 Templars with full energy just sitting in the middle of the map.
Alright, so Protoss a little lagging behind with the third base. But nonetheless, he did push Zerg back a little bit, but he didn't do that much damage with Zerg. He didn't take the hatchery down, so He basically just killed a bunch of Sunkens, some Lurkers, some Zerglings, a handful of drones. That whole army that he had.
I don't know who really got the better trade there, honestly.
I think since Zerg didn't lose any hatcheries, he may probably gonna take the game because of that.
Alright.
I think taking at least one of the bases down was probably would have worked in the advantage, but you never know. ArmadA is a really strong player. And I have thrown some pretty good games back and forth. Not recently, but a while ago. We see 11 Lurkers sitting outside. Second natural. Zerg's looking well defended right now. Only one observer running around with the ArmadA's army. And Turtles, the brown Zerg seems to be pretty on top of running Scourge around looking for observers, so it depends on if he can keep those obs alive.
Got the filers now out now, though. That could be a real problem.
And that is a hell of a death ball moving through the middle of the map. See some zealots. We see a control group of units kind of getting caught up there for a second. The dragoons just running into the lurkers, taking a bunch of damage. A lot of screwing it, saying, what, 1A, 2A, 3A right through this.
Yeah. Can Zerg kill yellow?
Yeah, I think ArmadA's gonna really break right through this. Kurt has Tech to hide. I was wondering if the filers were gonna be popping out soon.
They're already out, I believe. It's in the other base. Yeah, there they are. They're stuck.
And the life of a defiler. ArmadA looks
good.
ArmadA fixing to just roll over this base. I think you may have been correct. That may have been the straw that back.
Yeah? I just don't really see Zerg coming back from this. Like, they have to get some good counters in order to take it back.
I guess.
No, there's just not much Zerg left. He can't hold this.
Man.
Poor Defiler.
There you have it, gentlemen.
From Zerg.
Game 2 goes to ArmadA.